I mean, we have our ebbs and flows. And we can't always have peaks. We must have valleys in life. I got fired from my job from being 1 minute late. I hate this world. I mean, Sammy, what did that teach you, right? What did that teach you? I just had one of my clients, she got fired about a month ago. She got fired and she was like, Alex, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, this came out of nowhere. Like, she got fired. Like, this came out of nowhere. I have all these bills. And I'm like, you know what to do? You gotta have faith, right? You gotta have faith. And now she's being, now she just landed her dream job 7 hours away. She's moving 7 hours away and she landed her dream job. Literally, everything happens for you. And I want your dog. He's my dog. Tunel, 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 tunel. Yeah, so fuck it. Learn from it, right? Learn from it. You're like, damn, I can't be late. But I bet you it's not the first time you're late, though. Right? It probably wasn't the first time you're late. I gotta get these fucking egg whites. Am I even hungry? I'm not hungry. Good morning, everybody. Buenos dias. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing today? That shit away. I'm going great. I hope you're going great. Yo, give me your dog. No! Hello. No, it's my dog. Ese es mi perro. Leave him alone. Leave him alone! How's the no fab coming along, bro? Pretty good, bro. You can't complain. I can't complain. The urge is there. Good morning, Thick Witch. Thick, that girl's thick. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Where am I at? I'll fucking play that song one more time. Actually, it's on fucking replay. I love the song. Yeah. Is lust eyes a real thing? Motherfucker, lust eyes, lust touch, lust everything, bro. Lust everything, bro. Yeah, I realized that. Yeah, I was thinking about that today. Yeah, oh, but I gotta try to be good. Fuck! Don't worry, I'll get your choice. This is a vitamin over here, folks. Welcome. Good morning. Oh, but you soft as shit. Good morning, everybody. Peach and Pedo, too early for bed, but it's only 6 nights. Too early, bro. Where you been up, bro? I've been up since 4:30. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. What is this live about? Read the caption. No, welcome. It's about fitness, training, mindset, nutrition. The whole shebang. The whole shebang. The whole shebang. I had a really good fucking workout. What are my thoughts on Reddit, bro? Fuck Reddit, bro. My thoughts are, get a fucking coach. Feel me? Get a coach or do research and learn how to track macros. Learn how to eat properly, bro. Like, if you learn how to eat properly and you stay on track with that, you will get amazing results. I saw great results by just simply doing that. I got even better results when I hired my first coach. At 22 years old, I hired my first coach. Changed the game. He taught me how to weigh my food out. He taught me how to track my food. I gained like 5 pounds within the first week. Like I was trying to put on weight. Like within the first week, I gained pounds. I'm like, damn, bro, I've never done that before. I couldn't believe it. Like within the first, I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah. I'm like, this is awesome. I got 2 eggs on me. No, I'm good, brother. Oh, what's that? Yeah. It's just so much more clear when you have a clear path. It's like getting a teacher. Like you're trying to learn something, and they're like, oh, come here, do this, do this, do this. Like, oh, I didn't think about that. I'm like, yeah. That's the most beautiful thing. And if you get the best teacher in the world, which I believe I'm one of the best coaches in the entire world, one of the best coaches in the app, fuck yeah. I truly believe that. You know? So, I take care of my people. Well, good morning. Advice on how to quit my 9 to 5. Motherfucker, develop a skill. Develop a skill. Yeah, develop a skill. Right? How can you make someone's life better? What problem can you solve, right? Because if you're going to get out of it, you start to make money. How do you make money? Solving people's problems. Name of the song, bro? I don't know the name of the song, actually. Did you go shoulder again? Yeah, I did, bro. Yeah, I didn't like the mullet thingy. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to go with this. You coach nothing. Get out of here, Ricky James. That's it. What's good, man? You're a walking billboard. Lying on my life is so hard. Thank you for that. Anytime. Shit. My eggs! My eggs! 3 eggs! Yeah, bro. Like, all it is solving problems, bro. That's right. I solve a big problem. And I charge people credit for it. Think about it, brother. Think about it. It's all about solving problems. That's what I've learned. I've been in business for 6 years, bro. Ugh! Damn. I'm almost done! Done. Mine's a walking billboards. I think it's that. I bet he lives in Cali. No, I live in Florida. Get out of here. Thug Life Persona says, Lion of God. I only boiled eggs, rice, and meat. Nice. Austin, Florida. Hello. Habibi, I love you. Habibi. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm watching Iraq. Have a good day. You have a better day. I have a good day. I hope you have a better day. I hope you have a better day. As good as this dog right here. Good morning, everybody. Brother, you are the real deal. I am. But it's because I care about people. Because I'm a bad guy trying to be good. Oh, it's just since times change. It's been a challenge. It's been a challenge. Of course it's been a challenge, bro. That's where the confidence comes from. Confidence comes from overcoming challenges. Understand that. So, good job. I'm proud of you. Everything in my life is a challenge, motherfucker. Everything. But that's what makes you confident in life, right? Like business itself is its own personal development journey. Business, fitness, spirituality, all of it. Business is one of the fucking most toughest things to do in life. You know, there is no paycheck. There is like I write my own checks. I fucking make things work for me. You know. If I'm not hungry enough to hit my macros targets for the day. So you work your way up to it. Like you don't have to, like, you have a target and you work your way up to it. That's it. Every single day get better and get better. Intensify your workouts. Don't try to rush the process. Some hard salad this morning? Yeah, some hard salad this morning. Yeah. This is what we're going to be listening to this morning. What am I missing? If I'm hungry. I'm not really that hungry today. My appetite's been kind of like, Why do you think that is? I'm not sure. You got to fake it to make. I don't think you have to fake it to make it. I think you just have to believe in. I don't know. I don't know about the fake it till you make it thing, because I understand where they come from. It's like you have to have that. You have to believe that you already made it, right? How did your parents react when you told them, no, get out of here? Actually, that was my brother. Where's my song? I'll play that shit again. What up, dog? And I want to rock my. What's up, North Carolina? Yeah. Coconut oil. Blame it on your brother. I love my brother. Brother G. Water and eggs, baby. Water and eggs. So far, it's only your brother. Good morning. All right, let me go put this shit up. Good morning. Yo, Fididi. Sure. I'm actually hungry now. I might eat some cereal in a bit. Mixes is, it's so easy to lose weight for me, but hard to gain. No, motherfucker, it's hard to gain for everybody, bro. It was hard for me to gain weight, bro. And it's only hard because you don't know what to do. You feel me? You know what, dude? It was hard for you to tie your shoes at one point. Did you know that? At one point, you couldn't even tie your fucking shoes. Did you know that? If you could talk, you'd be like, it's so hard for me to tie my shoes. You know, y'all are lucky. You guys have like the little Velcro shoes. But at the end of the day, like everything was hard, bro. You couldn't even do math at one point. You just didn't know how to do it. Like that's the biggest thing. It's not that it's hard, you just don't know how. You know what's hard? Like your definition of hard is swayed at times. And your definition of hard needs to be reconsidered. And it's not getting over a plateau. It's been stuck for a minute. There's only a few ways to get stuck over a plateau. All right, that's actually a great question. Okay, so that's a great question actually. How to get over that plateau. So, ask you, are you tracking your macros? Are you tracking your macros? Are you tracking your protein, carbs, and fats and weighing your food out? Yeah, suficiente. What's the best solution to gain weight? You have to eat more, bro. You have to eat more. When I was trying to gain weight, I was eating 5 times a day, every single day. 5 times a day. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah, but I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy trying to be a good guy. Yeah, I learned that. You know, just eat late at night. You don't have to a whole lot. I eat 5 times a day. Sorry. All right. I do eat a lot. I mean, a lot and nothing. Yeah, but again, bro, it's math, bro. It's math. Like if you actually ate every single day, 5 times a day, big portion meals, you would gain weight. But I was the same way. I had to eat 5 times a day. I think I said that was my butter for it. Yeah, just eat late at night. No, don't eat late at night before you go to bed. I mean, you can too, right? But you have to make sure you want to bulk good. If you're gonna bulk, you want to bulk good. You don't want to look ugly, right? The whole purpose of fitness is to look good, not to look ugly. My thought process all the time. My thought process is like, I don't want to fucking look ugly. I want to still look good. I'll show you a bulk I did. This is like the last bulk I ever fucking did. This is the last bulk I ever did. I got up to 176 pounds. Like this is the last bulk I ever did. Like that was my last bulk. I got up to 176. And then I did a cut. And I got down to like 159. Then I cut down to 159. Yeah, so I went from 176 to one. All right. Please, I'm out later on. 9. You know, like that for me was 176, and I cut down to 159. Yeah, 159. That weight, yeah. Leon! What's the head leanness here? Like 155. 155 was my leanest. I got to that recently, actually. Like I was like 156. I haven't weighed myself. What's my stack? I don't have a stack. I was eating 5 times a day. I was eating a lot of like, it's just more portions. Bagels. Bagels. My morning breakfast was a savage. I'm 5'7". Leon, casa. My breakfast alone, was like almost 1,000 calories. Buenos dias. Good morning. Yeah. That was at Ultra. I went to Venezuela. Do you lower carbs to get to 150? Yeah. I never eliminate carbs. I love carbs. And carbs give you energy for the gym. And you should never eliminate carbs for any time. You should never eliminate carbs. I eat 5 meals a day, 3K left, but I work out a shit ton, so it works. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you have your portions correctly, it's you still enjoy it, you still look good, you still feel good. I will never take carbs out because carbs are energy. They're not what make you fat. It's not what they put on body fat. You need carbs to feel good, to crush into the gym. Got product in your hair? Yeah. And a diet with cardio for them is good. Clenbuterol. Oh, bro, fuck that, dude. I don't really discuss gear like that. Thank you, Baba. I'm not too. That's not my areas of expertise, like steroids and peptides. I've taken steroids in the past, but that's not my expertise. Spray out time, yeah. Dude, you got a booger. Do I have a booger? No, I don't. Yeah. And it's like, brother, if you're doing cardio and all this stuff, like, are you tracking your macros? Do you know how much you're eating every single day? Are you weighing your food out? Fitness, bro, do we need it? Goddamn. Well, hang on. How many fitness bros do we need? Well, seeing that America is 55% obese, we don't have enough fitness people. Right? Is a fat burner, no homo, bro. Clenbuterol? No, I thought Clenbuterol was like, see, I'm saying I don't know that much. It's a fat burner. I don't fucking like fat burners either. One of my coaches really loves fat burners, but I don't really like them. I love pastries. Motherfucker, I love pastry, bitch. What do you mean? I'm 112 body pound. You said I'm 5%. You're 5'4" and 17. Oh, bro, fucking, you just need to work out. You're 17. Just fucking hit the weights. Do you water fast sometimes? Fuck no. I'm not. Fitness bros are not trustworthy. I mean, they're more trustworthy than some guy who's overweight. Depending who's trying to give you advice. You feel me? Someone who isn't fit just shows that they have a level of discipline. Okay, should I be doing more? You know, do the gym. Well, here's the thing. What are you going to lose going to the gym? You're going to get stronger. You're going to have more energy. You're going to feel better. Probably look better too. Think about that. Yeah. You get nothing negative from going to the gym. Creatine, no, creatine is fine, but it's like, should I put NOS in my car? Should I put turbo in my car? I'm like, well, does your car have tires? No, it's missing 2 tires. Then don't fucking put turbo in your car. How about you fucking get 2 other tires? So for me, it's like, should I do creatine? I'm like, are you tracking your macros? No. Okay, how about you track your macros and then ask for creatine? I'm 5'9", always been, I'm 5 now, as one said, yeah, 100%. So it's like, if you look at your body, what would you want it to be, you know? Are you natural? I'm natural now. I don't take anything. I haven't taken anything since I was 23 years old. 23, 24. Yeah. I was, that's the last time I competed. No. I shot everything, bro. Everything. Name it. Trend, test, D-ball. I didn't shoot I took D-ball. Test, trend, D-ball, trend ace. I forgot what else. Yeah, but I don't remember. Like, it was such a short amount of time. Yeah, brother, you're 6'2", bro. If you got to like 200 pounds, you'd be a savage. This one didn't really hurt. This one didn't. The one in the back of my neck hurt the most. I had an underactive thyroid. I won't be able to lose weight. I was 14 stone. Me and trained throughout the day. I'm now. Exactly. Fuck them doctors. You see what I'm saying? He said you won't be able to lose weight. Doctors don't know much about training and nutrition. Nice and warm. Enjoy your day. Everyone have a nice day. Ram, I hope you have the best day of your life today. Because today is the most important day of your life. Because it's the only day that you exist. What's up, buddy? Long time no talk. What's up, Baba? The knee tats hurt? Not as bad as I thought they would. Do you smoke weed? I used to smoke all the time, bro. You catch me rolling a doobie. Catch me getting some white owls from the fucking gas station, gutting them in my fucking car, opening the car door, gutting them, getting my little sack of 20, crumbling it, going in there, licking it, rolling, getting the lighter, putting like this, looking at my brother, like, you ready? All right, cool, doobie. Yeah, that's what I used to do. Not anymore. I'm old school, bro. White owls are so good, bro. It's so good. Keep on the ground. Thank you, Mama. Do the tattoos have a backstory? Some of them do. Not all of them. Eggs. Thank you. Phillies. No. No girlfriend at the moment. Good job, Benjamin. I'm proud of you. Don't have the energy or motivation, that's baloney, right? Gun to your fucking child's head, right? Sarah, gun to your child's head. If you don't work out every single day for the next 30 days, every time in the morning you're dead, your child's dead. Are you gonna find the motivation and energy? Thanks, Salma. Think about that. Fuck. That's it. People that say I don't have the motivation or energy don't have a big enough reason to do it. They haven't thought about their vision. They think too much about the process. Been so far, man. I love the tattoos. Thank you, but I'm good. Sure, mine's all, yeah. Are you frozo? What? How many calories a day? I don't track my calories. At this point, I don't track my stuff anymore. Yeah. I don't really track my stuff anymore. Why? I've been tracking stuff since 2017. All right? You have to understand. I don't track my stuff no more. This is my journal from fucking. This is my journal from 2017. You can. That's 6/26/17. This is my journal. This is my journal. And I'll flip it for you guys can really see. And same, yeah. Right? So this is my journal, right? Meal number 1, meal number 2, meal number 3, meal number 4, meal number 5, meal number 6. 6 fucking meals. Meal number 1, meal number 2, meal number 3, meal number 4, meal number 5, meal number 6. 6 meals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 meals. Like, this is how much I used to track my shit. This is my journal. 2017, this is 9 years ago. I don't track anymore. That's why I'm like, yo, Today I eat one time most. Yeah, 100%. I was trying to gain weight. I was really skinny. How old were you in 2017? 21, 22. How can one afford chicken? I'm like, I worked, bro. I was 22. I lived at home. I worked a job. Them teeth real? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no, motherfucking Sarah, you didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question. 5'6", 250, Frankie. I need to fucking help you. I need to save your life, brother. Rest of taking, you're 18 years old? You're young. Next week, you're just going to fall off again. Next week, you think there's going to be a better time. Next week, Monday. That's why you're still where you're at, Sarah. What is your vision? What if you don't get back into shape? What's going to happen then? Right? What's going to happen again? What's going to happen if you don't work out? What happens if you gain 10 more pounds? How much have you already gained from not working out? I've been working out for 10 years. I'm in shape. Oh, then why are you asking me? Then, motherfucker, you make it sound like you haven't worked out. I have so much trouble eating and putting on weight. You don't have a plan, brother. All right. Frankie, you need a fucking... A sickness from the kids. Okay. So you know it's not motivation then. Bro, I fucking love these eggs. I don't seem to be enjoying them. Bro, I literally eat them with a smaller spoon so I can savor them. Do you understand that? I literally eat them with a smaller spoon to savor them. Like, literally. Do you have animals? Fuck yeah, I do. How's a cool dog? He's right here. You put cheese in? Fuck no. He's right here. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. I follow from time to time. Yeah, that's normal for people. Yeah. I was 172. That's beautiful. If you can, when you just need to eat more. Please, I love that dog. Yeah, he's great. I have him on your arm. I have him on my shoulder. I'm gonna cut down 200, bro. That'd be fucking out. You put cheese now. Fuck no. I don't like cheese. What do you do, doggo? He's great. Yeah, I don't put cheese in my eggs. What's the best way to cut? Track your macros, brother. All right, fuck it. I'm so done with this guy. Yeah, you're in timeout. 5 minutes. I like your stream on. He's my just let me know how. Appreciate it, Bob. Bulking protein powder will help weight gain. I don't like bulking powder. He's outside. T. What if I go too high on fat during cutting, like 56 grams? That's actually not that high. 56 grams is not that high. 80 grams of fat is fucking high. And the powder things, I prefer going natural. I know, bro, you barely fucking, you go natural. What kind of, how great have those results given you, brother? Think about that. You're like, I don't believe in protein powders. I prefer going natural. Bro, you can't even put on weight. Right? Think about it. What you say is best foods to eat to gain weight. There is no best food. It's just how much of it do you eat. You feel me? How long would you do an aggressive? What's an aggressive cut? Right? An aggressive cut. Why? Why is there a normal cut and then there's an aggressive cut? Doberman, yeah. What flavor dog? What do you mean what flavor dog? Is a Doberman, yeah. Bro, you got tattoos and stuff with the scars playing. Why timeout? What do you mean why timeout? 800 calories. I don't really give a fuck about the calories, bro. I don't give a fuck about calories. I personally don't track calories. I personally don't make my clients track calories. We track macros. Right? Where are you taking those away from? You say they're great dogs. They're the best dogs. Best way to lose body fat is to start understanding your macros. Kyo parcero, love from Madrid. Kyo parce. Now, what if I'm allergic to whey, nuts, and plant-based protein powder? Then eat chicken. Then eat chicken. Best way to lose calorie deficit. But what is a calorie deficit, right? Like, people say calorie deficit, but explain to me what the calorie deficit is. No, yo soy colombiano. Macros for me are things that used to be macros. Don't macros make calories? They do, but it's more specific. All right. It's time for fucking lesson. It's lesson time. It's lesson time. All right, I'm gonna teach a lesson real quick. It's not a hard concept. It's not a hard concept, but it's hard for people to fucking understand it and actually do it. Right? So I'm gonna explain macros. All right? I'm gonna explain macros and how much easier they are than anything else. All right. Like, this will probably be the best lesson you'll ever. If you take some notes, right? Take some notes. You'll never have to. You'll after this lesson, you'll know more about how to lose body fat than any fucking lesson. I'm the best teacher at this shit. I teach this. I'm the best teacher at this. Because I fucking hated school. I hated school because I dropped out of fucking college. I got C's and D's in high school because I just don't like the way they teach. I don't like the way they teach. I love teaching my clients, and I've helped my clients lose hundreds of pounds because I know how to teach people. Once you understand it, you're like, damn, it makes so much more sense. When it's too complicated, we go into analysis by paralysis. We don't do anything. Our minds are like, yo, this is too much. Let me just go back to what I was doing, right? So, beautiful. Where are you from? I'm from here. My mom's from Colombia. All right, I'm going to turn you around. I'm gonna just need to lose 10 pounds. Yeah, but you need to learn how to keep it. Losing weight's not difficult. Let me just fucking say this right now. Losing weight is not difficult. You've all lost weight. Stop eating, right? Stop eating. You'll fucking lose weight. The difficult and the most impressive part is keeping it off. Any one of you guys can lose weight. You've all fucking lost 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. You lost it. It's not that hard. The difficult part is keeping it off. It's actually maintaining it off and building muscle and actually living a lifestyle of it. Any of you guys can lose 2 pounds a week. It's not that difficult. It's keeping it off. Can we agree? Okay? So, take some notes. If you actually write something down or if you participate, it'll most likely stick. All right? And just to give you a little bit of like my background, okay? These are some of my clients that I've worked with. This is one of my clients. I helped him lose 45 pounds in 90 days. That wasn't even his final form. Man started right here. This was like his final, from the beginning to the final form. Beginning to the final form. Right? Truck driver. Another one of my clients over here. Lost 22 pounds in 90 days, but it was a gut. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the fat that we lose, right? It's 22 pounds in 90 days. 22 pounds in 90 days. All right, these are just some. I have fucking a shit ton. Right? Where I missed this guy. Right, from like 310 to like 275. Whole different man. Right? Beautiful. Now, let's get to it. Let me explain macros versus calories. Macros versus calories. Let's do it. The most simplistic way I can put all of this, okay? Where I like to start off is like, how did you gain all this body fat? How did you get this? All right? How did you gain all this unwanted body? If you look down and you don't like your core, if you don't like your stomach, you don't like your man boobs, you don't like your love handles, how did we get there? The first thing is I need to get you to understand this. Super important. This will make all the difference. Number one, do you think that you got all the love handles, the gut, the man boobs, these extra 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds? Number one, because you weren't doing cardio, because you weren't lifting, or because you ate too much food, right? Put a 1, put a 2, put a 3. Which one do you think? Why do you think you gained all this weight? Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you said 3, you're correct. This is the reason you have body fat. This is the only reason you have body fat. It's not because you weren't doing cardio. It's not because you weren't lifting. You had no self-control. You ate every time you got hungry, you ate until you were full. Every time you were bored, you ate. You got snacks. You never stopped yourself. So you overate, and now you have excess body fat. Everything you have is just excess. It's like you worked overtime and you made more money. But in this sense, you ate more, so you have extra body fat. That's all it is. So, let me ask you this now. Now that we understand this, if we want to lose body fat, what is the first thing we should start controlling? What is the first thing we should start controlling? Should we start controlling our cardio? Should we start working out and lifting weights? Or should we start controlling our food first? 1, 2, or 3? Yes, exactly. Now, we understand this, okay? So if you're on this weight loss journey, you want to lose this body fat, the first thing is not to start doing more cardio. The second is not to start working out. That's all part of the process, but we must understand, we're not here to work like dumber. We're not here to work dumber. We're here to work smarter. And we're here to work hard. But we need to first understand the principles of weight loss. This is what I really want you to eat. It's all started with your food. Now, the second question that we get is like, what do I eat? What do I eat? And this is where I'm going to answer this. Macros versus calories. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you've ever tried a weight loss journey, okay? If you've ever tried a weight loss journey, here's some diets that you might have tried. Number 1, and I'm going to explain to you why they're all the fucking same and why they didn't fucking work. Number 1, you might have tried fasting, right? You might have tried fasting. Well, all you did with fasting is you went from eating this much to eating this much. You ate less food, so you lost some weight. The second thing you did, you probably tried keto, right? Tried cutting out carbs, and you lost some weight. But what really happened was you went from eating this much to eating this much. You ate less, so you fucking lost, right? Maybe you started doing the carnivore diet. You ate this much, and you went down to eating this much. You ate less, you lost weight, right? You probably started counting calories, right? So you went from eating this much to eating this much. You ate less and you lost weight, right? Vegan. You went vegan. You went from eating this much and you went to eating this much, right? Whatever it might be. Hey, you stopped eating after 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Yo, I stopped eating after 6 p.m. and I lost weight. No, motherfucker. You went from eating this much to eating this much. You lost weight. You went from having fast food 3-4 times a week to 1 time a week. What'd you do? You ate less. You went from drinking sodas every single day to drinking 1 soda a day or drinking no soda, whatever. You ate less, you consumed less, you lost weight. But they're all teaching you the same fucking shit. Every single one of these makes you reduce what you put in your fucking mouth. The only difference is which one can you stick to? Why have we failed in the past? Because these are generalized. A lot of these are generalized. And some of you guys have certain things in your life. You have work. You have kids. You have stress. You have vices. Right? You have vices. You have partners. You have friends. Like, you have a lot of things that can intertwine with you trying to hit your goal. That's why a lot of people don't hit their goals. Because it's not just the diet, it's also the lifestyle that you have. So a lot of these diets, you might have tried it and they worked for a little bit, but you couldn't stick with it. And I truly believe it because it was not personalized enough. A lot of people quit diets because maybe it was too restricted, too hard, you weren't happy, you were fucking miserable, so you went back. Capiche? Does this make sense? Put a 1 if it makes sense, put a 2 if it doesn't. Ah! Yeah, just eat this, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, right? You can't just give someone, right? You can't just give someone, oh, just do this. That's why it doesn't make sense. You have to understand something, right? And this is what I want, and this is the psychology, right? This is macros. And I can type into the psychology of everything. I started mixing Purina and my chicken rice and it's all Purina. What the Purina 1? What the fuck is Purina 1? I don't know what the fuck that is. Right? So now that we understand all the different diets, I'm going to explain to you the macros and calories. Macros versus calories and why I prefer macros over everything else. Okay? So, let me explain. Alright, what are macros? I keep fucking saying the word macros. You're going to learn more about nutrition than anything. Hopefully you've learned something so far. The first lesson, right? Even the first fucking 5 minutes. You can speak to anybody who's overweight, and I'm telling you, like, if you break that down, they might not agree with it, but they can go fuck themselves. But that's how it is, right? It was not cardio, it was not lifting, it was simply you ate too much fucking food, okay? What are macros? What are macros? Macros are simply a short word for macronutrients. What are macronutrients? The most important macronutrients right now we need to focus on is protein, carbs, and fats. And I'm going to tell you why these are the most important ones, okay? When you're looking at protein, carbs, and fat, these are macronutrients. These are the main ones. So now you know what macros are. Congratulations. If someone came up to you and said, for $100, what are macros? Protein, carbs, and fats. You got $100. Beautiful. You got $100. You got $100. You got $100, right? Macros. What are macros? Protein, carbs, and fats. Thank you. Now you know what macros are. Every time I say, track your macros. Protein, carbs, and fats. Protein, carbs, and fats. What are macros? Protein, carbs, and fats. Track your macros. Protein, carbs, and fats. Cool. Got it. So why the fuck are these things so important, right? All right. Beautiful. I'm done growing. Yeah. All right. And then large goals. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. 100%. So now let me explain why these are very important. These are going to make the biggest difference in everything. Okay. Now, if you ever see anybody, if you look on Instagram, on TikTok, if you're a girl, if you're a guy, if you ever see someone and they look good, they have muscle, they have striations, they have the six-pack, they have the chest, they have the arms, they have the back, they have the legs. If you ever see somebody who has a good body, it's because they eat enough protein every single day. Every time you look at someone with a good body, you immediately think they eat their protein. They eat protein every single fucking day. You see someone who lost 20, 30 pounds, they ate protein. Maybe not that much, but they still ate protein, okay? Protein builds muscle. If you want to look good with your shirt off, if you want to look good in a bikini, if you want to look good during sex, if you want to look good with a nice suit, if you want to go down in pant sizes, if you want to go down from an extra large to a large, if you want to see your arms, your biceps, then this is essential every single fucking day. To build the body that you are proud of, you need this every single fucking day. The most important, right? The most important macro is protein. And it's the most underate macro. 99% of people undereat protein. That's why most people are fat. They don't have muscle. Right? So, number one, put a 1 if you understand that. Put a 1 if you understand that. Put a 1 if you understand. Put a 1 if you understand. Go up to anybody that's in shape. How much protein do you eat? Oh, I eat like this much, this much. People who are in great shape will tell you, I eat like 170 grams of protein, 200 grams of protein, 150, 180, whatever. If anybody that you ask me how much do you eat, like 180, 200 grams of protein a day. Like, right, that's why I'm in shape, because I know how much protein I eat every day. So write down, put it, if I want to get in shape, I must know how much protein I eat every single day. I must know. Now it leads you to the next most extravagant question. Well, Alex, how much protein should I eat every single day? Thank you. Everyone's fucking different. But let me give you a scenario. If you came to me, if John, Julie, and Jamie came to me and they all wanted to run a 5K, but John hasn't ran in 10 years, Julie hasn't ran in 1 year, and Jamie's been running every single fucking day. They all have the same goal, same height, same weight. Do they all get the same plan, or do they all start differently? Put a 1 if they get the same plan, put a 2 if they all get a different plan. Right, 100%. Because we all equal. No. If you put a 2, you're correct. If you put a 2, you're correct. Look, I've had clients. All my clients have different backgrounds. This is one of my clients who lost 30 pounds in 70 days, right? Andrew, 30 pounds in 70 days. Has 2 beautiful children. He's married, and he's a full-time employee, right? Full-time teacher. Different jobs, different responsibilities. The biggest key that I found that's helped me make my clients successful is being able to meet them where they're at. So right now, for you, if you're somebody who's never tracked, you just found out what fucking macros are, you just found out that protein is the most essential macronutrient to build a beautiful body, the bare minimum that you need to make progress, to look better, to feel stronger, to have energy, the bare minimum is 100 grams a day. Right? It's a day. I'm not going to get too specific. But 100 grams of protein is the bare minimum you need to feel good, to look good, to be stronger, to shred body fat. Write that down. There, if your goal is to get healthy, working on food should go hand in hand. Is that true though? I eat what I want, but I work out every once in a while. I've got that farm strength. Yeah, everyone's different. 100%. Write that down, right? Okay, write that down. 100 grams of protein. Like this, I'm telling you, this is how I've gotten people who are truck drivers, construction workers, assistants, stay-at-home moms, whatever it might be. All these people that didn't even know what fucking macros were. I mostly started, not every single one of them, but this is a bare minimum. And I'm telling you, you start to do this, and here's a little fucking tip I'll give you too. Once you start to do this, and you start to eat more, your cravings start to go away. You get that? Not completely, but the minute you start to eat more of this, your cravings start to go away. Because essentially you're giving your body what it needs to build what you're working on, especially if we're going to the gym. All right? A lot of you guys, what I've seen, the biggest mistake people make and why they get cravings is because they don't even try to hit 100 grams of protein a day. You go on this weight loss journey and your immediate instinct is to eat less, which is contrary. Like, and one of my clients, she's like, Alex, I can't believe I have to eat so much. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. Once you realize, and I really want you to understand this, when you start to realize how much you actually have to eat to build a beautiful body, your mind will be blown. It's not what you think it is. It's not about eating less and starving yourself, right? If I was starving myself, you think I'd be fucking like all this energy? No. But it's about eating food that's quality food, that fills you up, that makes it as actually being used for good, not just used for body fat. Okay? So 100 grams of protein a day. Now, just to give you one more little tip, right? So where do I get this from? Well, you see how this is a measurement, right? This is a measurement. Like, I'll give you one. Like, if protein powder, right? You can get 25 grams from 1 scoop of protein. 25 grams. Now you only need 75 grams. The rest you can get from eggs, chicken, beef, whatever it might be. There's many. You have a bunch of fucking things you can go to. ChatGPT, whatever. A bunch of things. But understand that. 100 grams. Top 3 proteins, I believe: chicken, eggs, and 93% lean ground beef. Laura, don't tempt me with a good time. Salmon is slept on. It's not slept on. It's not slept on. Okay? We have that. We understand? Let me check my YouTube. I use creatine. I swear by it, to be honest. Creatine works, but it's not every protein. Meat and stuff or protein shakes mess your stomach up, or at least for some. Yeah, for some, but not for everybody, bro. Like, not for everybody, right? 100 calories, not just right? Now, okay? You will rarely, last thing I'll say about protein, you will rarely gain fat from eating too much. There's no such thing as eating too much protein. Like, eating a lot of protein is fucking hard. Even for myself, to eat 200 grams of protein a day, 180, is a lot. So, well, what if I overeat? Motherfucker, you're not going to overeat. You're not. You're just not going to overeat protein. It's very, 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 very fucking difficult to overeat protein. Okay? Very difficult. Now, 100 grams. Start there. Let's get to these. Okay? Carbs and fats. All right? Let's talk about carbs. What are carbs? They don't make you fat. Carbs are simply energy. Carbs are energy. And every single one of you guys and girls, you have a budget. Just like a credit card, right? You have a budget. Right? You have a budget. If you have body fat, you have a budget for both of these. These are energy. Okay? You have a budget. Right? Do you count what again? Yeah, of course. I don't count myself anymore. I just weigh my food out. Right? You have a budget. Just like a credit card. You have a limit. If you have body fat, it's because you've been going over your fucking limit. Why are you going over your limit? Because you don't know your limit. You don't know your limit. That's another big issue. It's like you are going over your limit because you don't know your limit. No one ever sat down with you. Hey, Sally. Hey, Jimmy. This is your limit. No, you just fucking hate. What limit? It's a black card. I ain't got no limit. No, it's out there, right? Right? So, Baxton, I got you, brother. Peace. Right? So, do we understand so far? Carbs are not the enemy. Right? Carbs are not the enemy. They're energy. You need them. I eat them. All my clients ate them. All my clients lost weight eating carbs because they're not the enemy. It's going over your limit. I love this. What's up, Adam? How are you? All right. Now, I think I'm fucking bleeding. Am I bleeding? No. For lunch, what do you recommend? Carbs or energy? Am I fucking bleeding? No. All right. I feel like I'm bleeding. Whatever. Now, let me give you some sort of a limit. Let me make you understand carbs, okay? There is no such thing as good carbs and bad carbs. There's just the limit. I want you to imagine you have a credit card, okay? And you have $1,000, okay? You have $1,000. If you spend $999 on crack cocaine and you pay it off at the end of the month, will you, number one, be charged with interest, or number two, will you not be charged with interest? Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time for that. I'll see what's up. Do you guys want me to explain to that again? You want me to explain that again? Says right, so that's like fucking. Do you want me to explain that again? You guys don't even understand the concept. Yes, I like to go cause I get stuff from work, yeah. Spots here, one fucking no interest. No interest. Exactly, no interest, right? Explain. Yeah, no one, no. Yeah, one more time. Okay, let me explain. If you have a credit card limit, and you go spend $999 on crack cocaine, but you pay it back before the end of the month, are you going to get charged interest or are you not going to get charged interest? Put a 1 if you're going to get charged interest, put a 2 if you're not going to get charged interest. 1 or 2. Interest, no interest. Interest, no interest. 2. Right. No. Right. Right. No, you're not. Even though it's crack cocaine. They don't care. Now, if I go spend $2,000, if we go spend $2,000 on toys for kids who have cancer, like we're gonna do a good deed, but we don't pay it back, are we gonna get charged interest or we're not gonna get charged interest? $2,000 for toys for kids who have cancer. Are we gonna get charged interest? Right. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. So it doesn't matter. So your body's normally the same way. And I'm going to bring back some of my client transformations, right? So these are my clients, right? These are my clients. These are some of my clients that I've gotten lean. Let me explain, okay? So I'm going to give you a limit. Majority of my people, I helped them. I made them stay between 150 to 200 grams of carbs a day, right? For my people to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, I made their limit was 150 to 200 grams of carbs a day. So now let me explain, let me give you like a reference. One bagel, right? One bagel, blueberry, cinnamon, regular, onion, whatever, one bagel is about 55 to 60 grams of carbs. 55 to 60 grams of carbs is one bagel. Now, based on their budgets, could they have one bagel and be completely fine? Put a 1 if yes, put a 2 if no. Some carbs are filling than others. Absolutely. I eat 2 bagels in the AM, bro, too. If you said no, you're not understanding the lesson, and that's my bad. He can have the bagel. Why? His limit is 150 to 200 grams of carbs. If one bagel is 55 grams and 60 grams, right? Why could he not have the bagel? He can't have 2 if he wants, but he needs to save some for the rest of the day. If you had, right? He can, right? So, he can have it. He's not over his budget. He's just going to have, let's say, 100 grams left or 90 grams left. He can still have it, right? But he has to stay within this, okay? Peanut butter bagel, that's so much fucking stuff, right? Does that make sense, right? I'm targeting to stay under or even, but never over the budget. Exactly, never over the budget. This is the budget that I gave them, right? I've helped my guys lose 45 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 100 pounds. And we were staying within 150 to 200, right? Here's the thing. Because they know their budget. When you know your budget, it's easier to stay within your budget. Is this restricted? Is this restricting someone? Not as much. And then I'll tell you why I prefer this over calories, okay? I prefer this over calories, okay? Now, when it comes to fats, all right? Fats are another energy source, but fats are not really used in workouts. I keep my clients at a very low fat diet because we don't really use fats as much. We use them for brain function and for hormones. We don't use fats as much as we do carbohydrates and protein. They're essential, but I want you to think of carbohydrates as gas in a car and then fats as oil, right? You don't have an oil change every week, but you put gas every week or every 2 weeks in your car, right? That's the difference between carbs and fats. Carbs are like gas in your car. You use them every time you work out. Fats are oils, right? It's the oil of the engine. It's the oil, it's your hormones and brain function. But you don't need that many to actually function. Right? With my clients, I kept their fats anywhere between 50 to 60. Even 60 is too much. I would say 50 to 55 grams. 50 to 55 grams, right? 50 to 55 grams. So now let me give you a reference of like how much is that. One whole egg has 5 grams of fat. Okay? 5 grams of fat. One whole egg has 5 grams of fat. One whole egg has 5 grams of fat. Do you understand that? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If you eat 5 fucking whole eggs, you're already at 25 out of the 50, 55 that you should have that day. Right? 1 tablespoon of olive oil. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of olive oil is about 14 grams of fat. Okay? 1 tablespoon of fucking olive oil is almost 14 grams of fat. Your budget's 50, 55 grams. That's just olive oil. Coconut oil is the same thing, 11 or 14. So if you have 5 eggs and some olive oil, you're at fucking 39 grams of fat. So butter's better. No, butter's the same thing. Butter has like 11 to 14 grams of fat too. But it's healthy fat. Here's the thing. It's healthy fat. That's a great response. Your body doesn't care. Your body doesn't care if it's healthy fats. If you're over your budget, the credit card company doesn't care if you bought cocaine with it or if you bought toys for kids with children who have cancer. If you go over the budget, you're going to get charged interest. So your body doesn't care if it's healthy. Oh, you went over your budget, we're going to put on body fat. It doesn't care. That's the thing you have to understand. There's a big difference between eating healthy and eating for a goal. Eating healthy is great, but that does not mean you're going to get to your goal. To get to your goal, you need directions. You can drive, if you're trying to go to your girlfriend's house or this girl's house that you just met, and you don't have the address, you can drive all day long. You can get on the road, you have gas, you have a car, you have time, you're on the road, you're traveling. That doesn't mean you're going to get to where you want to go. But I'm driving. Yeah, but doesn't mean you have the right address. When you want to get to a certain destination, a certain goal, you must have the address. You must know where to go, when to turn left, when to turn right. Eating healthy is like driving around, knowing where you want to go, but not really having direction. You're driving, you're doing the right thing, but that doesn't mean you're going in the right direction. Right? So, we can start, and then I'll explain everything, right? Right? Now we can put everything to use. Now, let's put to use everything you just learned. We're going to put to use. Give me a second, YouTube. Give me a second. All right, you know what? We'll start with it. All right. This high energy, bro. Okay, cool. You know what? Listen, now we're going to read the macros, all right? We're going to read the macros off this peanut butter, all right? We're going to read the macros on this peanut butter. Same thing with you, YouTube, okay? All right. I want you guys to tell me, starting off, how many grams, right? How many grams of protein are in this? I'm gonna point it out. How many grams of protein are in this? Hopefully you can see that, YouTube. Fuck, hopefully you guys can see that. How many grams of protein? How many grams of protein are in this? Can you guys see? Can TikTok see? No, TikTok can't see. How many grams? How many grams of protein are in this? How many grams of protein are in this, YouTube? If it doesn't come from an animal, you shouldn't eat it, then be fat. Beautiful. If you said 8, congratulations, good job. 8. 8 grams. Now let's look at the carbs. How many grams of carbohydrates? How many grams of carbohydrates? How many grams of carbohydrates? 7. If you put 7, correct. How many grams of carbohydrates? How many grams of carbohydrates? There you go. 7. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. 7. There you go. Perfect. 7 grams. All right. How many grams of fat? How many grams of total fat? Total fat. Beautiful. You put 16. Beautiful. How many grams of total fat? How many grams of total fat? 16. Good job, Allison. Fuck yeah. 16. I don't know where you get third. Don't count the other ones. Total fat. Right? 16. Okay? Beautiful. Congratulations. You just learned how to track macros. Right? You just learned how to track macros. Like, this is, now you understand. So what are you getting from this? What do you get? If we look at our budget, let's look at our budget. 100 grams, 50, 200. And let's look at 50, 55 grams. What do you notice? What do you notice here? Right? What do you notice here? Right? If this is our budget, this can always go up. Right? This can always go up. That can always go up. Right? What do you notice about just one serving of peanut butter? 2 grams of fat is the nose. Oh, a whole bunch, but also some protein, right? It's all fat. It's a lot of fat. Also some protein. Yeah, it's a lot of fat though. Like you see the macros, right? Exactly. The fat's doubled. Okay? That's what I want you. And so think about it this way. If you guys have peanut butter, right? If your budget is 50 to 55 grams and you have 1 serving of peanut butter, nobody here has 1 serving of peanut butter. You never have 1 serving of peanut butter. You never have 1 serving of peanut butter. I never have just 1 serving of peanut butter. It's always at least 2. And if you have 2, you're already at what, 24? At 50, and like look at the protein. Like it's, so I'm not saying it's bad. Does it fit within your budget? Absolutely. It fits. But do you see how fast that you can scale up your fats? How fast? Just by eating even two servings of this. This is nothing. This is nothing. 2 servings of this is nothing. What are you gonna put in? You're not just gonna eat peanut butter. You usually have it with a banana, with bread. Yeah, bread. So this is just 2 servings. Now you understand why you have all the love handles? You understand why you have the gut, the man boobs? I don't eat that much. The peanut butter says You lied. The results are in, right? Does it depend on your body type? No, it really doesn't depend on your body type. Like they're all this. Some people's bodies are different, but the macros are still the same. Macros are protein builds muscle, carbs and fats are energy. You go over your budget, you're gonna put on body fat, right?
But his point. And dude, the peanut butter usually goes good with chocolate, but this is just one person's opinion. Yeah, no, 100%.
But I'm not talking about what it goes well with. I'm talking about fucking losing weight, right? So now, we'll do one more. What are we at? What do we have here? We have pure olive oil, right? Good morning, sir, right? Pure olive oil. Yeah. Okay. How many grams of protein do we have in olive oil? That's why carnivore diet works? No, fuck the carnivore diet. Fuck the carnivore diet. I don't like the carnivore diet. Right? That's what I'm having before training. Fucking dumb as shit, bro. You shouldn't have fats before training. You have 0 grams. You have 0 grams of, you have 0, right? Protein is 0. Right? Protein is 0. Protein is 0. What else? What else we have? What about carbohydrates? 0 grams of carbs. Right? Fats-wise, 14 grams of fat. 1 tablespoon. 14 grams of fat. What's a better oil? Listen, right? So that's 14, right? We're going to have 0 grams of protein, 0 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of fat. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, you have a budget. You have a budget of 50 to 55. Right? You have a budget of 50 to 55. That's the lowest one. That's the lowest one because we don't really use fats as much. They're good for your hormones. Don't get me wrong. You can have fats. That's why it's still 50, 55. But they add up.
I say it's much better. It can't survive carnivore if you don't like it. The diet you'll do is the one that works. That's not. It's not about the diet that I do that
Is the one that works. Most people have a diet that doesn't fucking work for them because it's giving them the body they don't want, right? And it's not about really a diet. It's better understanding food. This is what my concept is. If I can get you to understand food, then it's a lot easier for you to stick to it. I think it's just a rose, right? Now. Yeah. Okay? Okay, bro, what about the daily value in products? Daily value in products, what the fuck does that even mean, bro? We have my almond breeze. My almond breeze. Right? So let me explain something, okay? And now I'll bring this to an end, okay? So now macros versus calories, right? You know, fuck the PB and then, I'm gonna do oats and blueberries again before training. Yeah, bro, like you're trying to get training, like, but that's the thing, Byron, like, you're, like, why would you have that? Like, I don't know what your goal is too. I don't like, if you're trying to put on weight, go for it, but I don't think that's the best way. Like, if you're trying to get shredded, like, you're trying to have good pumps in the gym, like, I wouldn't fucking eat peanut butter and jelly. Like, it's just like, it's not, to me, like, the best thing to do before the fucking gym, you feel me? You know, like, oats and blueberries before training, much better, much better. So now let me explain this, okay? Macros versus calories. Protein, let me show you something. In 1 gram of protein, there's 4 calories. In 1 gram of carbs, there are 4 calories. In 1 gram of fat, there are 9 calories. Okay, there are 9 calories.
Probably protein, fat, vitamins, nutrient, carnivore. It's fine. It's the best way to see your body react. It's not the fucking best way. I don't think. Right? It's not the best way.
I don't like carnivore. I don't think any of the carnivore fasting, things like that, the basis of it all comes down to macros, right? The basis of every single diet will come down to macros. That's why I love macros. If you want the fucking head honcho of nutrition, it's fucking macros. Because macros teaches you the fucking... It teaches you the foundation of every single diet. The only way to build muscle is through protein. The only way. I don't care if it's the carnivore fasting, whatever it might be. You can't run from the fact that this is the only nutrient that will build muscle. It's the only nutrient. These two things, carbs and fats, are energy sources. If you eat too much, you put on body fat. It's about staying within your budget. So if you do carnivore, oh, I lost weight eating carnivore. No, you stop eating carbs and you reduce the amount of food you're eating. You ate more meat. So yeah, you ate more meat, which has more protein. You ate less carbohydrates. You ate more fats, which became another source of energy. So you just ate less food. But it wasn't the carnivore diet. It wasn't the keto diet. It was simply you ate different types of macros. And you want to be smart? No macros. Because it's the underlying of every single diet. Because this is what builds muscle. This is what either puts body fat on or gives you energy. And the truth of the matter is this. What diet are you going to stick to? Are you going to stick to a diet that restricts you? That's the thing about every single fucking diet. Keto restricts you. Carnivore restricts you. Fasting restricts you. Eating before 6 p.m., 7 p.m. restricts you, right? All of these are just restrictions based on like, you can only eat these foods. You can only eat these foods. If you understand macros, then you understand what everything has. You can't have that bagel. You can't have that rice. You can have those potatoes. You can have this. Because it's like, all right, does it fit within my budget? Does it fit within my budget? Does it fit within my budget? Like, it fits within my budget. Fuck, I can have this. Oh, I can have this.
Yeah, and it's like not
Not for everybody, you know? So let me explain the difference, right? Last thing I'll say. Tell you where all the calories from every food. So yeah. So now let me explain to you why I don't like tracking calories. Why I've never taught calories. Why I never even tracked calories. I never liked that. And why I believe people fail. People fail when they track calories. Here's a beautiful example. Okay? Okay? You have two people. You have fucking, you have Jake from State Farm, and you have Johnny from Allstate. Alright? You have Jake from State Farm, and you have Johnny from Allstate. Both insurance brokers. They work for insurance, but they have the same job, right? They're fucking, they're 35 years old, 35, they weigh 220, and they're 5'7", right? Fuck it, let's say they're 5'9", right? They're 5'9", they're 35 years old, 220, 5'9". Right? They both want to lose 40 pounds. Okay? They both want to lose 40 pounds. Jake goes and says, I'm going to get on 1,800 calories, right? 1,800 calorie, that's going to be my calories that I'm going to eat, and I'm going to lose weight. 1,800 calories. We have Johnny, who's going to be on macros. So he's got, let's say, 150 grams of protein, 170 grams of carbs, and let's get 50 grams of fat. So he's tracking macros, he's tracking calories. Jake goes to Krispy Kreme donuts. He goes to Krispy Kreme. He decides to get 3 donuts. 1, 2, 3. 3 glazed donuts. He gets 3 glazed donuts. Now, he decides to take out his little app. He decides to take out his app and track it on MyFitnessPal. Decides to take out and track it on MyFitnessPal. Let's put it in. How much is 3 glazed donuts? Glazed donuts, right? 3 Krispy Kreme glazed donuts. We have 600 calories. We're not even going to look at the macros. We're not going to look at the macros. We're only going to look at the calories. 600 calories. 600 calories. That's it. He's like, I have 1,800 calories. I have $1,800. Okay? I'm going to go spend 600. Right? 600. Right? On glazed donuts. 8 sounds like. So he's left with 1,200 calories. He's left with 1,200 calories. Did he do something wrong? Or is he in the clear? Put a 1 if he did something wrong, or number 2 if he's in the clear.
2 low-key. If you said 1, you're wrong. Think about it. If he stays under 1,800 calories, he's going to lose weight. The donuts were only 600 calories. So he's got 1,200 left. Think about that. Isn't he good? He's still in a deficit. He's still eating less, right? He calculated if he eats 1,800 calories, he will lose weight. So he bought 3 donuts for 600 calories. He has 1,200 left. He can still eat it and be fine. But it's carb. It doesn't matter. He's tracking calories. It doesn't matter. He's tracking calories. So it doesn't matter. He has $1,800. He can afford $600. Do you understand? Right? Put a 1 if you understand. Put a 2 if you still don't understand, so that I can clarify. And the Christmas tree. He's right, this guy. Yeah. Right. That's it. No, it's just people don't understand it. So let me just break it down for you, okay? Every one of us, right? This goes back into science. This goes back to the beginning. You and I have something called your BMR, your basic metabolic rate. It means you and I burn calories doing nothing. Like no matter what, we're always gonna burn a certain amount of calories. You can go to Google. If you go to Google and you type in BMR calculator, you'll find out how much you burn just being alive, right? Jake burns, let's say, 2,500 calories, right? Jake burns 2,500 calories, let's just say. If he eats 1,800, he's going to be eating less than what he burns, so he's going to lose weight. Put a 1 if you understand that, put a 2 if you don't understand that. Right? And just to clarify it, right? Just to even help you out, right? If I go to Google and I type in BMR, fuck out of here. Right? If I type in BMR calculator, right? If I type in BMR calculator, I click on BMR calculator. What is my age? Let's go do this. He's 35 years old. He's a male. How tall is he? He's 5'9". He's 5'9". He weighs 220. 220. How much does he burn? He burns around 2,600 calories. Right. So he burns, right? Not as BMR. If he's no exercise, 2,300 calories. So let's go with 25. He burns 25. That's it. This is getting too much, right? This is getting too much. Okay? I don't want to confuse you guys. The thing is this. He can eat those donuts because he's eating under he has this much to spend. Okay? The issue is, right? The issue is, Johnny here decides to have 4 whole eggs, 1 cup of oats, and 75 grams of blueberries. Yeah, and then 150 grams of egg whites. All right. Johnny decides to have 4 whole eggs, 1 cup of oats, all right, 1 cup of oats, 75 grams of blueberries, and 150 grams of egg whites. Okay, I did. All of that together, everything he ate is about 645 calories. Okay, which breakfast do you think will keep you full longer? Breakfast number 1 or breakfast number 2? This one's 645 calories. This one's 600 calories. Breakfast number 1's going to keep you fuller or breakfast number 2? One, right. Right, you have 4 whole eggs, 75 grams of blueberries, 1 cup of oats, and 150 grams of egg whites. Not even close. 3 glazed donuts. You and I will get hungry within 30 minutes. Right? So this is why I don't count calories. Because it doesn't teach you about food. Right? Like this guy, he's not wrong. He's gonna lose weight. But after these fucking 3 donuts, you're gonna be hungry. You're gonna have cravings. Your insulin spiked. You're gonna want more sugar the rest of the day. Because he's like, well, if I stay under my calories, I should be okay. But that's not the truth. This guy, on the other hand, look how much fucking food he ate. Look how much food he ate. And it's all within his budget. It's all within his budget. I don't want to track the macros. But it's like, the macros are like 45 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and like 20 grams of fat. Like the macros on this is like 45 grams of carbs, 50 grams of carbohydrates, 45 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of fat. So he's still within his budget. Because he won't stick to with his budget. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you're just not gonna, he's not gonna, think about it. He just spent 600 calories on fucking carbohydrates pretty much. But he still has 1,200 left. Like that's the thing about calories. You're not learning more about food. You're just trying to stay under a number. And so when you try to stay under a number, most of the time you undereat protein and you overeat carbs and fats. Right? That's the thing. And that's why macros teaches you more about how to live a better life. I like macros because you should want to learn more about your body than a lot of things. Body, money, relationships, and God. But macros teaches you more about understanding your food and how your body works. Guys, better is to get the most so you can stay. No, it's not prioritizing your calories. It's prioritizing your fucking macros, where you're getting your protein, carbs, and fats from.
After calories, yeah.
No, body is the most important, but you can't forget any of the other assets of life too. Money, relationships, spirituality. You need all 4. Fitness, finance, relationships, spirituality. How do I find my macros needed? You can find your macros many different ways. You can find your macros online, you can find your macros, but they're not always going to be perfect. Right? That's the thing, right? So here's what we can do. Right? So here are a couple options, okay? Number 1, if you want to know more about your macros, like your personal macros, you can DM me macros. Alright, if you want more of your personal macros, I have to kind of understand your height, your weight, your age. I have to understand that. You can DM me macros. If you want the replay, of everything that I just did, the replay of it, you can go click the link in my bio and look at the Macro Mastery Guide. Right? Right? The link is in my bio. If you click the link, if you like this lesson, you want the replay, go to the link in my bio and go click the Macro Mastery Guide, right? And then number 3, I would say, yeah, any questions? Right? So if you want to know more of your macros, DM me with the word macros. If you want to see this lesson again, click the link in my bio. It's a free training. And I have way more examples too. Is amino acids something important? It's not as important as macros, right? It's not as important as macros. It's not important as getting the right amount of protein, carbs, and fats. Listen, I'm going to give you this tip off, okay? The 3 most important supplements that I believe, 3 most important supplements, 3 supplements. Fuck everything else, okay? And I'm telling you based off who I've trained, who I've coached, not just mine. Don't take it from my own word, right? Take it from the fact, let me see, where are my other people? Right? Take it from, I have more client testimonials than this, right? More client testimonials. Let me see if I have even fucking one of my most recent guys. Yeah, one of my most recent guys. I don't really have, yeah. Another guy did this in fucking 90 days, bro. right? Thank you very much. You've made such a change in my life. Thank you so much for the guidance, encouragement, and accountability. This shit's amazing in under just 90 days. Yeah, under just 90 days. So majority of my clients, right? Majority of my clients that really got a tip-top shape, even skinny guys who weren't working out before. I'll show you his back. His back transformation was fucking brutal. His back transformation, he had no muscle. And this was 1 year. This wasn't 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. This is 1 year. You don't put on that type of size of muscle in 3 months. Like this type of muscle takes at least a year of consistency. All my clients that have dropped body fat in a matter of, like, look at the body fat right there, right? That's only 2 weeks. Right? Only 2 weeks. I've had some people regress, right? I've had some people, some people go, and then life happens and they fall off, right? That's why accountability is so important. And I've had people who just fucking keep going, right? And the three supplements I tell people, right, is a multivitamin, creatine, and what's the third one? Multivitamin, creatine, protein powder. That's it. Don't let anybody else sell you bullshit. That's why you won't see me selling you fucking supplements. That's why you won't see me selling you supplements. I don't sit here. You can come to every single fucking one of my lives. I will not sell you supplements. Because I'm all about a lifestyle. I'm all about lifestyle. I'm about making this part of your life. Being fit is a lifestyle that you have more energy, you'll feel better, you'll look better. And so what are we gonna do every single day of our lives? We're gonna fucking eat. So if I can teach you more about food and how it works and how to eat what you actually like, what's gonna make you feel better, what's gonna make you look better, what's gonna give you long-lasting energy, then I'm gonna do that. Because that's what's made a bigger difference in my clients and in myself. It's not the supplements. It's understanding food so you can have a level of freedom and a better lifestyle. Fish oil is not bad either. I don't really take fish oil. Fish oil is good for your joints and things like that. Pizza is in there because pizza's fucking shit, bro. And you can make a great pizza. If I wasn't lactose intolerant, I would probably have a slice or two. But there's one time, right? I'll tell you the story. I was at this festival, right? We went out, we did drugs, we drank, I did everything, right? We get back, and we're like, yo, I'm fucking starving. My boy's like, bro, I ordered like fucking 3 pizzas. I'm like, fucking say less. And I fucking ate some pineapple ham pizza. I'm like, give me this. Whatever. Like, I was so hungry. I was drunk on drugs, and I was hungry. I'll eat it. You feel me? I didn't look any fucking worse. I didn't look any fucking, like, I was doing. So it's like, it's just a matter. But to me, my preference is not pizza. I'd rather fucking have cookies. Like, I'd rather have cookies than fucking pizza.
Dude, you'll regret it when you get older. No, brother, I love my tattoos. Yeah, but correct. Yeah, that's it.
Like multivitamin, things like that. That's it, man. What pizza is yeah, about vitamins, bro. Like, magnesium in Australia, especially if you're on steroids. Well, if you're on steroids, that's on you, bro. Like, for the most majority of people who are just trying to lose 25, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, at the end of the day, my people are going to get the benefit from me teaching them how to stay on track, how to eat properly, and how to build a lifestyle. Right? I can run a multivitamin. You do that. Like, if you want more personalized stuff, then you can contact me, right? Because I can't give you all the sauce. Right? Like, I'll give you what I believe, but that comes into like working with me personally one-on-one, right? Everyone's different. That's my shit. I'll keep that on the low. Oh yeah. Any last words? I got 5 minutes. As yesterday, I did feel guilty. You will feel guilty because you know you're regressing. Because you're going against what you know you want to be doing. And you ate them because you have no structure, no accountability, and you're not seeing the results you want to see. Those results with your basic macro suggestions? Yes, but here's the truth. Here's the truth, right? The vices come into play. You have habits. If you don't have structure, it's very easy to fall off. If you don't put money down, you're not going to always pay attention. People that pay more attention. People that pay get better results because there's something on the line. Always. People that pay will always get more in return because as we get older, you prioritize whatever you pay, right? If you tell me your health is important, but you spend no money on health, your health is not important, right? You prioritize fun, alcohol, drugs, overeating food, feel me? For a year, but I feel something is off. Probably, and maybe you don't feel something is off. You're not making as much progress as you want. See, we are creatures of progress. Always remember that. What do we all want? Results. Right? We all want results. We all want to get maybe leaner, stronger, more energy, confidence. Right? Confidence. We want to be leaner, we want to be stronger, we want more energy, we want to have confidence. And when we're not seeing results, we're stagnant, regressing, right? We're stagnant, we're regressing, we're getting worse, we're sad. We're sad. We are the happiest, right? When we are making progress. You want to understand why you're unhappy in life? Look at whatever area you are not happy with and realize that you're not making progress. Right? Do you have a recession discount? No, I don't work with broke people. I don't work with broke people. Because I give people great results. I'm one of the best coaches in the world. Right? Just like the top doctors, one of the best doctors in the world, top athletes, Olympians, like, no, I don't work with broke people. Right? Because the people that invest, they're making investment into their future. You gotta understand that. Working with me is an investment. And you putting money into your health is the best investment you can ever make. Because you're investing into the future. That's what's called an investment. It's not an expense, it's an investment. You're investing in being healthier, having more energy, having less problems in the future. If you're not investing into your health, then you're definitely regressing in your health, right? So you're gonna have more problems in the future. Back pain, you're not gonna spend time with your kids, you're gonna have high blood pressure, cholesterol, maybe diabetes. So you are always deciding, am I investing in a good future or am I not investing in a good future? That's it. So I take my work very seriously. I work with great people who are smart with their money, invest in their health. Yeah. Look at fucking better people. For instance, results take a long time. That is the truth. I've been to 300 squat, close to 4 does for 3 years. Cause 100%. Yeah, it takes a while, but you can. Why pay when everyone can do it themselves and stop playing with their health? Because people don't do it themselves, right? Right. If you don't invest now, then you're like, yeah, people don't do it themselves. People don't do it themselves. You're drowning in information. What you need is clarity and personalization. You have enough information. We've never had more information at our fingertips. You have information. You have ChatGPT who can build you a complete plan, nutrition, macros, but you will always second guess it. You will not have confidence in that plan because you don't have somebody by your side walking you through it. That you're doing great. What are the days that you're stressed out? What are the days that you want to go back to drinking, to smoking, to overeating? Those days, ChatGPT is not going to stop you. You're not going to feel like you're losing that much if you go do it. But people that invest and people that put money towards something, it stops you. Like, motherfucker, I just spent all this fucking money. I'm not going to fucking fuck this shit up. You don't have that right now. You're like, I'll start next week. I'll start Monday. It's just one. Because you're not really losing anything, And that's what I've learned from people that actually take the time to invest and they get the results. They get the results. Oh, I got enough time. All right, I love y'all. I gotta say bye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. If you want more information, if you go to the description in my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel, you'll find my website, you'll find the macro training guide.